Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Broken Lords on Endless. I want to address real quick before we get into the game, you may have noticed already that I sound kind of weird. I'm really stuffed up and just feeling miserable. I'm not sick, I have allergies, I am allergic to my pets. Unfortunately, I take medication for it, but some days the medication just doesn't do anything. I don't know why, you don't know, nobody knows why. Doctor doesn't seem to know why. Some days I just get to have real bad allergies all day. Basically the situation was, we have no video today, or we have stuffy video today. I figure you guys probably would prefer stuffy video today. So that's why I'm going to sound like that, and we're moving on. Let's go play the video game, shall we? So, loaded up the game and immediately got hit with this. Red's feeling frustrated with our success, I think. They were like, hey, I was going to devour green. What are you doing? So I do want to take a moment to note here. It is really important that we take as much of this land as possible, but every province we take along this really long line is an issue. When we go to war with either red or pink, and it's inevitable, there's nothing we can do to stop it, it's going to be absolutely brutal. We're going to be getting hit on a huge front, which means we're going to have actual units in place in a lot of different locations. This is going to suck. I think it's likely to be red rather than pink, probably, that we go after next. We can have a look at the scoreboard. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Pink has a higher score. Okay, this is what I thought. So I want to go after red rather than pink because I think red is slightly weaker. Given the shape of the landmass, I suspect that pink has more territory than red does. And that means that I want to fight red because just like we picked off green instead of going straight to pink or straight to red, the idea is that you want to eat your weakest neighbor. Really, the idea is that you want to eat the most powerful of your neighbors that you can actually beat in a fight. But you also want to do it as early as possible, because the earlier you take the land, the more benefit you're going to get from it over the course of the long game. So, the most powerful of the enemies you can take is the weakest enemy at the moment that you can, at the very first moment that you can take any of your enemies, right? So we attacked green. Honestly, maybe not at the first moment we could have been successful. We might have been able to really blitz them before we even got meritocratic promotion. But I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone here, and I think that, basically, I think that taking red is the next play. I like taking red over taking pink for two reasons, actually. Number one, red is weaker, but number two, red has both the Museum of Auriga and the Industrial Megapole, both of which would be very useful to us. So I think, actually, the short and medium-term reward for conquering red is greater than it is for conquering pink as well. There's a couple of good reasons to do this. It's going to be non-stop war. I do want to point something out. People have told me that the AI can attack you without closing their borders to you. I don't think I have ever witnessed it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. That said, usually it is the case that if you can negotiate borders back open, it will make them not want to fight with you for a little while. So I'm kind of curious, what would it take for us to... It's not that expensive to get open borders from pink. Well, I'm sorry. He doesn't dislike it that much. It might be expensive because he might not value any of the stuff we have. He doesn't have mercenary market. Does he really? Really? Oh, this is very expensive influence-wise, though, trading stuff. He also doesn't have pillage. We're not going to give it to him. Okay, so it wouldn't be impossible. We could probably get there by trading him our excess emeralds plus a tech, right? One of the ones he wants. Yeah. But that's 174 influence, which obviously we can't afford to do, both in the sense that we don't have it right now and in the sense that if we did have it right now, we still wouldn't want to do that. We need to have some influence left over. So, also, I do want to mention, there was a patch this morning. It doesn't look like it was a big patch, not a lot of big balance changes. It does look like they changed the resource balance a little bit more away from the sea regions, and they reduced the flat penalty from the center of influence and dust accumulator facilities, and then further reduced it when those facilities are owned by the Fomorians before a player conquers them. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys. That was a serious issue. I really like the balance being tuned away from those things a little bit. I didn't mind the number of resources that were available in the ocean. I think it's interesting because committing to the ocean requires resources, and I think it was fine for it to be sort of high risk, high reward. But I do think that it's good that the Morgar are no longer going to completely blow people out if they can get a hold of a couple of fortresses. So we got to keep pushing on green, like I said, because it's important to us that pink and red not get their territory. Okay, this is not marked as a capital, and we know that we just took Green's. We took Green's capital, and then we took their new capital. So they have at least one more region somewhere that is their new capital. Oh, this village is already destroyed. I was like, why can't it pillage us? Okay, we need to heal up this guy. Ugh, it's expensive. I think it was worth it. We need to keep our army rolling, especially since we do not currently have a full group. Speaking of which, how long would it take to build another guy over here? That's not too bad. Get to work on that. We'll do a little rush on this at some point. We just passed... Ooh, we get to activate our gold. This is going to be... Yeah, that's a lot of extra dust per turn. We just passed up into content as well, thanks to our ownership levels rising. So we want to get this. I wonder if it's another land region, or if maybe they have an island somewhere. If they have an island somewhere, I'm content to let them keep it. Remember, a military victory is not completely eliminate a player from the game. It's just run them out of their original capital, which we've already done. So I think we want to push him. I don't know how many units he has, but he's never going to be weaker than he is right now, so... Okay, pink is at 14 regions. It's not actually a concern. I'm sorry, am I being attacked by neutrals? What? Okay. Oh, we didn't heal nearly as much as I was hoping from that. Hey, I'm doing fine over here. Let's keep that rolling, because I think we probably didn't need it to stay content. Actually, it was probably wrong to spend it. I should have checked this first. Alright, yeah, it looks like it probably isn't... They probably have another region somewhere, and it's an island. So we should pressure this. They have 7 units in this city. I don't know what those units are. Actually, do I want to pillage this first for dust? They have 7 units in the city, and I don't know what all of those units are, but I do know that the city used to have 5 units in it, and then 2 settlers right inside. So it's possible that it's just 5 settlers and 2 militia. Yeah, totally feasible. Absolutely could be the case. I don't think we'll be seeing any reinforcements from green, because it's, like I said, it's likely that their other region is an island, so we can afford to wear down the city's fortifications, just in case some number of the units inside are, good units. Minus 100% regeneration on units. That is totally to our benefit. It does not affect our ability to buy health. It just makes everybody else's units suck for a little while. Alright, we should probably pick up Reaping Station. We have access to at least one relevant resource in this Moonleaf here. And we have 2 Moonleaf deposits. And we're about to pick up a Grass Silk deposit as well, which is nice. We gotta get right away going in our cities. Also, we have to build a... Where is my watchtowers? Build a watchtower in this region. This is actually a really good position for one. 566. Okay, so next turn we can buy that out. Push our faction quest forward. Okay, so... Alright, there is a Necrodrone 4 here. This is a real unit. But yeah, I think we have banished green from the mainland, so that's good. So we know that red and purple are both on the same side of us. Yeah, that means green and pink has everything on the landmass to our east belongs to pink. Ooh, here come the spies. Spies are annoying. We'll have to deal with that. But as you can see, our dust per turn is climbing rapidly. We're getting a lot of important buildings finished. Our approval levels are rising. We're at the part of the game where our economy is going to explode. And that means we're going to be able to make a lot more units very quickly. Okay, purple is formally dead. Green would like a truce. Hold on. A Necrodrone and a Forager 5, which is actually worse than the Forager 4, I think. It may be the case that the Forager 4 we saw had more levels. So yeah, 2 real units. And he attacked us with a small force of settlers, so that his real units would have to funnel in through the reinforcement slots. This is a bad play. Alright, everybody focus on this dude. I do still wish there was a target all command where you could click the button and then click on one enemy unit and have all of your guys refocus on that unit. Alright, well there goes the lion's share of their army's damage right there. And fighting these settlers is really good for us. We get a lot of health out of it. No, everybody please focus on the actual unit. Nobody needs to go settler and militia hunting. We might actually lose this stalwart soon to disease, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we're going to lose a guy here. That's a shame. There was probably a way to very carefully calculate our moves such that we could keep him alive through soul leeching. Well, he's not been making choices though. He's been getting attacked. So maybe not, actually. Okay, so let's take the city. And now we can accept this guy's deal. We could probably get a slightly better deal from him now, but this version of the deal doesn't require me to pay any influence because he's offering. So, I accept. Thank you for the large amount of titanium. Okay. And we have earned Martin de Ildan de Saluzzo. So, we have a new hero. Assign Saluzzo to a city for 10 turns and build up a district or city center to level 2, and then we get, every time our units gain XP, it is converted into dust, and this is a fantastic tech. This is really, really valuable. So I think we're going to put Saluzzo into one of the Necrophage, one of the cities that we've taken, because a lot of these are ready to have a tile upgrade. Yeah, here in Manure, if we just build one district, we'll get an upgrade. So, Saluzzo, you get to live here. Congratulations. How many levels does he get? 2. Okay. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of time off of violence to rebuild our infrastructure, to buy lots of citizens, to get governors and stuff. But I think things are going well. Okay, so let's figure out what our most effective set of things to do is. Well, first of all, actually, Saluzzo should get a circlet. Secondly, what is the cost of a hero in this day and age? It's a little over 600, so we'll be able to afford one next turn. We do have access to an Unwood Weybridge and a Peyton Quinn, both of which are very good. I think we would take Peyton Quinn at this point. Dust Efficiency 3 is going to be very valuable. Okay, so that's what we're doing with our dust from now on. So, buying heroes until we run out of heroes to buy, and then we're going to be citizens, largely. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and just have this city work on dust really hard until it's out of rebellion, a little happier. Because obviously the industry output of the city is being pretty nerfed right now. Okay, who else needs orders? Sulin built a unit. I appreciate that. Please, right of way. Basically, every place that finishes the thing is going to build right away for a while, except Bullman, which does not have a land connection to our other cities. It's going to build a sewer system. Alright, we could buy a lot of citizens really fast. And we will. But I really do want to get a couple of governors out first. Oh no, that was the last of Green Cities. Huh. It's weird that the last city wasn't marked as a... Oh, or maybe they had another city on the landmass somewhere and somebody else finished them off, and that city was marked as a capital. So they would open their borders to me if I gave them Dust Refinery and Alchemy Workshop. I don't really want to... I don't want to pay for open borders, but it would be cool if we had open borders, because it does seem to make them less aggressive. This is very expensive, but this is a version of this deal that doesn't cost me any influence. I'm really considering taking this. Huh. I would hate to get attacked by pink. Getting attacked by pink really slows us down because we want to go to war with red. Actually, hold on. We can see some red units. Let's try to get the temperature of his. So his units aren't any better than greens, really. These guys are a little better. He's also got superfluous settlers running around because something about the Necrophage AI just loves settlers. Do I want to change my assimilate? We now have 4 Kazanji villages, so 2 move per for every unit is kind of nice. We have access to initiative, plus life, plus vision, and plus influence. I still do like the idea of building haunts, though. I think we're going to stick with these. The plus 5% science isn't the best effect ever. It would be nice if we had like a couple of villages, but I still do want to try to make an army that's somewhat more ended and take advantage of the disease immunity, because we really do take a lot of damage from the disease. I'm very torn on whether to accept this deal or not. Alright, so you guys, we don't have access to boats, so we can't go get that. Or we don't have shipyard, I mean. Alright, Empty Belly is gaining levels. What have we uncovered? Defeat the Avenging Army for 20 Red Sang. Well, we will defeat the Avenging Army. I don't particularly care about 20 Red Sang. Right, I assume we're nowhere near being able to actually make a booster out of that. These are some pretty good techs that we're trading, though. Do I have any idea? Let's have a quick look at the research tab. So pink and red are both ahead of me on techs fairly significantly. But they clearly have not been researching the best techs. Huh. Why research the best techs when you can just get them from the player? But, like, without him not having Dust Refinery and Alchemy Workshop, I think is actually valuable to me. I'm going to refuse. This puts us in a position where we're just doing a lot better than he is on development. Alright, so let's hire Peyton Quinn. I'm a big fan of Peyton Quinn and his Dust Efficiency 3. It is a lovely trait. You have a guy already. You don't. Alright, Dust Efficiency 3. Lovely. I think we're 5... It's 50 to equip the circlet? Alright. So we're 5 dust short. We have to do that next turn. We actually do need to, we actually do have to build up some, what do you call it? Some latent troops, just people sitting in garrisons, because, again, we have a huge border. Yeah, okay, pink finished off green. Alright, red's got a bunch of guardians, not really something that I'm very concerned about. Alright, so the next hero is going to be... Oh, he got purchased. What a shame. I almost want to hire Eslik Tarash just so that he can lead the Army of Haunts, because it's cool to have a flying army that has a flying hero at the head of it, but obviously that's not a high concern. We have a good military here already. So I'm debating whether we want to hire some non-Broken Lord heroes for governing, or whether we want to just... I think at this point maybe we just channel Dust into population for a while. Yeah, let's focus up on that. So what else needs desperately to be built? We just kind of have to wait on Saluzzo. We also do have to build a... I guess there's already a district in here that's level 2. No, there's not. We do have to build one borough. Which means I actually need to get a couple citizens in this city. Well, it just says build up a district or city center. It doesn't say this city. I don't know. How expensive are citizens here? 425. Let's see if these Ninja would like to parlay. 15 spices and 15 Titan bones. No, I don't think that will be happening. We should be able to handle, like, even 5 of them shouldn't really be an issue. Yeah, a couple of them are still level 1. We have gear. Okay, cool. One of our stalwarts is level 6, not bad. Okay, so we need dust refineries everywhere, please. We are going to have an Empire plan come up in 3 turns. It's 420 to get out. Like, I'd love to get one of these 2 reductions. Reducing the building cost of a building, or the production cost, does reduce the buyout cost, because the buyout cost is based on the production cost. So it would be nice if we could pull this off. We'd have to get to 560, though, and I don't think that's feasible. We're getting 30 per turn now, so we'll be at, in 3 turns, we'll be at 416. We have to get to 560? Yeah, that seems pretty unlikely. We'd have to gain another, what, like 40 per turn? No, more than that. Which would require the reassignment of, like, almost all of our citizens everywhere. That doesn't seem like a very good play. Let's just focus on pumping economy. We are now... Oh yes, dust alchemy. Very, very important. We're now in a position to really push our economy. We have a couple of glass steel extractors now. This is extracting, right? Yes, good. Okay, so our buildup of glass steel should be faster. We didn't really gain that many sources of strategics, though. Actually, Green only had 1 Palladian and no Adamantian extractors. That's a shame. Well, this would be a good time for us to work on having a navy as well. Siberians needs a lot of basic stuff still. Oh, sorry. Barians. What am I thinking? I was thinking the B names got me all backwards. Yeah, this region is still uncontrolled. Hold on a second. Let's have a look at our fire ship options. Because there's a lot of uncontrolled water still, and I would like some of it. So we have no adamantium income, so we can't really make boat parts out of adamantium. But we could do like this. Let's make the best fire ships we can. And of course, Fomorian Slayer. That's going to mean the ships require a significant amount of glass steel, though. You know what? After we get this, let's go back and get Imperial coinage, because we're going to need that. So I don't really want to just roll out there with a bunch of unupgraded fire ships, do I? What if I... As much as I hate this, what if we did this? What if we just did the basic versions of all the things plus Fomorian Slayer? How much does that make those cost? $8.19 each. That's a significant outlay. It would be really bad if we went for that and failed. Oh, these guys should be doing stuff. I'm sure there's pearls somewhere. Wow, something really happened here. I wonder if it was from fighting with green or what. It must have been, right? So I guess green must have settled on the other side of blue? Or on the other side of purple? Or pink. Or maybe green settled all the way down to here and Madanev was taken from green. Actually, I bet that's what happened. Alright, well, if we were going to make haunts with actual gear on... Alright, what do we want here? Two-handed swords have infantry slayer. So it's pretty hard to argue with that. We're going to be fighting a lot of infantry. And then we probably want to give them... Well, I was going to say we probably want to give them sharp sense, but what are the odds that we're going to see ranged units, actually? You give them improved movement. Personal improved damage plus improved movement. That's like a pretty good unit. 15 turns compared to 5 turns from a stalwart. And they have less base health, 6957 versus 4340 on offensive stats. And they have chain lightning, and they're immune to disease. Yeah, let's go ahead and start slowly working on these. It's not urgent. Again, we could be we don't have the plus dust per citizen trinket equipped on everybody, but we're kind of still saving glass steel for buildings. So I guess just sort of the hero's army can sort of head back toward the center of the country. What am I thinking? Yeah, we're gonna be buying citizens here. What's up? I want the same deal, but you have to give me more this time. No. Alright, we're just going to take this. I'm happy with this. This is fine. Gold's run out, which is a shame. That is a serious crying shame. Right, we're about to finish another refinery, though. Okay, purple has been well and truly defeated. Alright, so this stalwart needs to sign up. Alright, so we need to push red. We have another stalwart waiting here as well. Yep. Good stuff. So we need to push red, and I guess the best place to do it is maybe... Like, I'm worried we have two big fronts, really. We have to worry about this curve, which means really the capital needs serious protection. And then we have to worry about this place where they have a couple of cities close to the border. So I think actually our army wants to come in from here. Or maybe right here. Maybe I actually want to come in from down here. Let's plan for that. We need to build up... Man, we are missing the basics in a lot of places. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and... I mean, we can move Martin. We can move Martin to a place where the population's lower, but there are... Like Lost Lie. Lost Lie could become... Right, Lost Lie would have to go to 4 citizens to be able to build this, and then 6 to be able to build that. Oh no, you know what? I think Lost Lie may have already been over. Right, because it requires 2 citizens to build the first one out, and then 4 to make the next one. So Lost Lie was actually already at 4, and probably lost 1 to Spy. So we'd have to get up to 8 population here to build out to an upgrade as well. Yeah, I guess Manur's the place where it's cheapest. Alright, so we'll allocate for a couple of upgrades here. Build the burrow, get our next what is it called? The Dust Crematorium. And then when we push red, we'll make a ton of money off of the fighting, and we'll be able to use that to reinforce the army, and yeah, things will be good. I'm a little concerned about the degree of punchback that we're going to see from red. Definitely worried. Oh yeah, please get the palladium extractor up. And we know that red has a spy because we briefly caught the spy. Oh, please walk over the border. Make my day. Come on. So one thing we really do need, unfortunately, is... Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit. We need to be able to make the retrofits to our units, right? Because the new stalwart design is going to look like... What? How expensive is it going to be, exactly? We have to use Palladian swords. And again, I'm going to use... actually, hold on. With the titanium swords in hand, let's upgrade all the armor. Give them all improved damage 1 and improved movement, because why not? And then do this retrofit. It's going to be 1090. Jeez. 1090, and why is it... Oh, right, it costs titanium because they gave them titanium stuff. Okay, so we need to... 504... Alright, next turn we have to spend almost all of our dust on the citizen that we need in Manure. And then we have to start the burrow immediately, so that if we get spied on, it doesn't stop us from accomplishing the thing we're doing. That's the wrong place for it. What am I thinking? Are you serious? Hold on. That's frustrating enough that I'm going to reload for it. Yeah, I put the burrow down just thinking, hey, we'll make a stick-shaped city, but we can make it a triangle. There's no reason to build the burrow in such a way that I prevent myself from being able to choose to make it a triangle. It may still end up being a stick-shaped city, but it's way better to build the burrow on the coast so that I have the choice. And then we have to get that burrow actually built, which is probably going to be purchased, unfortunately. So we're actually a little squashed on dust for the moment. We may not want to declare war right away, which is fine. It gives us time to build some more units. Okay, then your purchase and burrow here. Okay. Oh, it locks the burrow anyway. Okay, so we have to buy another point of population next turn no matter what. That's really annoying. What is our security value here? 0. So a roundup is guaranteed to not work then. Alright. And in fact, next turn we won't even have the money to buy the citizen. Every time he spies on us, we are losing more than a turn worth of gold. Or more than a turn worth of dust. That's very annoying. Alright, you know what? We're going to take it back out of his pockets. Alright, what exactly did we get there? 25 Quicksilver, okay. The AI gets far too much influence. I wish that they couldn't maintain a huge army of spies and also get empire plans. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they have so much territory, though. Right, the city is bad at everything. Moonleaf is probably how it can contribute the most directly. Alright, we're trying to hold off on dust a little bit so that we can push for the completion of this. Alright, we have Imperial coinage now. It is probably worth it to purchase things like wine. We're going to make back the money we spend on a lot of the different types of luxuries. So what do we need? We need 40... Wow, there are no luxury resources on the market, like at all. Anywhere. Really, decreased population every turn in Jamaj. That spy is really embedded. Alright, let's go get some health. Pillage's Watchtower. We are one tech away from moving up. It should probably be one of the science techs we haven't bothered to pick up either yet. Advanced Alchemy Lab is very good, but also maybe, well, Unexpected Allies is going to be of limited use to us because we don't have access to the Adamantium. We can buy it, I guess. Pretty unhappy about this, though. Let's get Advanced Alchemy Lab. We need to keep pushing science. Again, it's a bad idea for us to be too far behind on the transition to Tier 2 weapons. Alright, we need to get this this burrow rushed as quickly as possible because we are going to lose population in Manure again. It is going to happen, and I want to get this done before that. Alright, so a good bit of healing. We have enough money to do the retrofit, but obviously we can't go using it just yet. -2 industry on terrain with forest. That hurts us, but it's not... Okay, Manure got... Damn it. That hurts us, but it's not backbreaking. Let's push science where we can. We still need... Actually, do we have right-of-way in that city yet? Yes, okay, good. We do still need dust depositories as well, and we are actually doing okay on Glasssteel. We should probably get right away first. We need to figure out where we want to build our dust transmuter and get it up. Honestly, it's probably Manure is where it needs to go. So he's running an army into our territory with the intent of stealing pearls, I'm assuming. These guys are starting to have real stats. We're looking at multiple units here with around 90 damage. We gotta get those retrofits. Alright, 3 turns until we have another refinery up. We're working on dust from trade routes. I should run my army up to here so we can pillage this across the border. This is... okay, Imperial coinage and dust refinery now. Still refusing. Alright. That's red pillaging? Is that what's happening there? Yeah, red is... okay, red is actually, like, starting shit, for real. I don't want to not... no, we need to finish this step of the faction quest. The crematorium is so powerful. Alright, come on. Okay. Yep, here it is. So he has 2 armies of 8 units in my territory, plus another army of 5 units, plus a guardian. Is that what I'm seeing right now? Okay, well... he's being slowed down by the fact that he loves pillaging. We gotta get more units. These guys are really expensive. This is pretty bad, though, actually. For him to have declared war on us right now, I'm just short of actually being ready. Okay. Set the Science and Industry Ministry to level 3. Okay, well, we'll try. Yep. Non-stop spying from his infinite army of spies. Well, here we go. So this could be pretty bad right here. We have a lot more troops than he has. His troops are not, on the whole... they're actually a lot better than Green's now. He's had enough resources to retrofit his entire army of at least 50 units. That's frustrating. Yeah, this long, narrow, vertical country thing sucks. Alright, so... 150 damage Necro Drone. Okay, that's a little absurd. All of his units get to go before all of my units. So we have to start further back. We have to try to... We're going to try to create a shape here that has lower surface area. Trying to figure out where I want the hero to be. I guess the hero can be up here, because we want to take advantage of Sweep Strike Back, obviously. This will mean that not all of our people will get the urban environment bonus, but sometimes you just don't get the urban environment bonus no matter what you do. So I'm not convinced that... I'm not 100% certain we would be getting it in the first place. Yeah, this is really going to suck. His units are really powerful. Everything has to be focused on getting rid of the Necro Drone. The Necro Drone is the best unit on the field by a huge margin. It is, yes, it is better than that Guardian. The Guardian does 45 damage. If the Guardian gets a mind control or 2 off, yeah, okay, then that might be change the battle levels of significant. We kind of needed him not to land that on the first turn. What are the odds on that? I don't even know. Okay, good. 187. That's a good start. Okay, we're better fighters than they are. Although the fact that we are our hero's mind control is not going to help. Hopefully they'll keep fighting him, which will keep him from actually turning on us. attack the hero. Somebody attack the hero. Damn it. Alright, fortunately, we probably will be able to kill this thing this turn, hopefully. Oh, no, why? Why, at that moment, did you have to do half damage? Okay. Yeah, this sucks. I don't think we're going to lose the city, but we're going to be in a bad place. Fortunately, as you'll see, we're going to get quite a bit of dust from having engaged in the combat. I believe the way it works is we only get dust for XP that is actually earned, not XP that is awarded. And what I mean by that is that we get combat based on the XP awarded to our living units. So if a unit dies, that's bad. It will reduce the amount of dust we get at the end of the turn, at the end of the battle. So we want to try to keep all of our units alive as best as possible. We really don't need to focus on their hero. Their hero is not going to actually die. And then you guys both both go after him. We need to kill as many of them as possible. Fortunately, the AI does not use Guardians very well, and it's focusing on one target instead of swapping off of that target after mind controlling it. Oof, 116. These guys hit hard. There's no two ways about that. And the Kazanji have chain, unfortunately. Oof, 164. Alright, we have to make it through 2 more rounds. We're going to lose a ton of units, actually. It's not good. We're never going to be able to kill anything here. The way this is going. He has too many units that are too fast. We're not getting to pick our targets at all. There's nothing we can do about it, even if we were equipped with the best initiative-focused gear. We still would be slower than they are. Ooh, that really hurt. Okay, hey, we got one. Alright, is this the last turn or the second to last turn? I don't remember. Let's just kill as many of them as we can. Alright, this is the last turn. Remember, any of our units that survive are potentially going to be able to heal the full. Ah. Damn it. So we're left with nothing. Alright, we made 410 dust there. Oh no, so I guess we do get dust for XP that's awarded to dead units. Okay, cool. So that is going to allow us to full heal these guys and do the retrofitting I wanted. And then we are going to additionally update the design to use better weapons. Do I want to go to two-handed weapons? Let's see, what are our stats like this? 79, 60 with 89 defense and 212 health versus 103, 69 with 81 defense and 198 health. Yeah. We only have enough Palladian to do that for 2 guys, though, so we kind of have to do this. That's a shame. I really do want to use the two-handers. We just don't have the resources for it right now. So we can retrofit all of these guys to do that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of sense in equipping our hero that way because he'll just die at the beginning of the next round of combat instantly. So let's instead... How expensive is it to buy out a stalwart right now? It's probably... Oh, it's really close, actually. Okay, we can make that. We can make that so we have access to 1 more of these dudes during the next turn. So let's sell a little bit of titanium. Rush 1 of these. So we have, during this next round of combat, we have 4 stalwarts with better armor and weapons, and a hero who will die instantly in the combat. I mean, we can pull him to the back and maybe get something out of it. We also have this problem to deal with. Red really has a lot of units. Oof. Being sandwiched between two people, having no territory to put our back up against, has really made things awkward. Well, nothing for it, unfortunately. Let's actually try to eject this guy and merge him into the hero's army as quickly as possible. Because if we can get him to the hero's army, he can benefit from all the hero's army boosting capacities. Okay, we got there. Alright, so we have one source of Hyperium. We have a little Dust Water, a little Pixie Blood. Alright. The best thing for us to get would be Brigade System. Yeah, I suspect this is gonna go slightly worse for them than the last one did. I think. We did have a full complement of units last time, though. But they don't get to start the battle with all of their good units, and I don't know. It's going to be rough. There's no two ways about that. Slightly worse for them than last time is still like a total beating for us. Okay, so I think we want to group up. Again, kind of present a smallish surface area. So as to take advantage of the fact that their units are slow. Actually, we can't really... we can prevent this guy from getting to us for a turn by pulling out of the city entirely. That might be the right thing to do. We can't stop this guy from reaching us, can we? 1, 2, 3... no. Alright, let's do it like this. This also gets us further away from the Guardian, which is a definite benefit. Alright, we'll be able to kill a couple of them on this first turn, I think. Maybe. Kind of depends on how this stuff works out with them attacking us. Alright, like we should be able to kill that guy. Okay. This guy should also be killable, but I'm not sure how many of our units are getting to choose their targets at this point. Okay, 141's a good start. Alright, our hero gets one attack off before he gets killed. That's excellent, actually. That's like the best... that is actually our best case scenario, as silly as it sounds. Okay, the hero's fortifications ate the attack. We probably can't keep him alive. In fact, we definitely cannot keep him alive. This is going better for us so far than I thought it was going to, I'll say that. Alright, everybody focus up as best you can. Aw, his last chance to deal damage before he dies and he does 0. Really good damage output from our from these new weapons, though. I'm very pleased with how this is going. Yeah, I guess just focus on that. Here goes the hero. You get a lot of work done, actually. I was expecting him to die a lot faster. Must you deal 0 damage? Must you? And then we leave that. We leave the. Oh no, okay. He was. It read 71. His hit point said 71, then we hit him for 70 and he died. So that's a little strange. There's a rounding issue in there somewhere. Okay, so yeah, this went a lot better for us than I thought it was going to. I thought we were going to get completely ruined, but we actually killed their army. We're not going to get to the point to really deal a lot of meaningful damage to this Guardian, unfortunately. We had 816 dust out of it, which is enough to buy out another guy, isn't it? Or at least close. Empty Belly gets Rallying Call, which is fine. Do I actually want that? We're not in a situation where we have a lot of access to Maybe we want to pick up more Garb of Battle. But this does let us get winter movement immunity with the next level. That might actually be relevant. Let's do that. Okay, so we do have enough dust to buy out a guy because we had some banked already. The question is, where do we buy him out? Oh, we need to buy back the hero that was injured in the defense of the city as well. Okay, Peyton Quinn's not high enough level to be very expensive to revive. So we could chase this guy and try to bring him down. I'm not too confident about that. It would be nice if we didn't have to deal with him later. We kind of need to move on the capital as well. I have to say, the way that battle went has heartened me tremendously. We may actually be able to get out of this. We're going to have to move fast, though. Alright, well, I think actually this is where we're going to call it for this episode. I am feeling kind of terrible. So, come back tomorrow, next time. Hopefully I'll feel and sound a little bit better, and maybe we can drive this asshole out of our lands, and then take over all his stuff without having to pay the cost of formally declaring war ourselves. And we'll see you then.